So hopefully I didn't forget yours if you did send me one in. If you'd like me to mention an event, show, as it also be coming up for Easter, on the show next week or future shows, all you need to do is send me an email. It's thesticks@seclosounds.org. Almost time to meet my next guest, Hannah Layton-Turner, and her a group called Hannah's Yard. She'll explain that to us in a little while, I hope. Let's play her brand new single. It's called Why Would I Know?
You've always loved me. Where were the signs along the side of the road? If I'd have known, then nothing had stopped me. You never told me, why would I know? What was the sense in simply not saying? Where were the words when they're easy to write? If only you told me, I wouldn't be staying away when I need to be there by your side. So now that you've opened your heart and you've chosen to tell me what's on your mind, we can't share the moment, but baby, I know that it's just a matter of time. All that I pray is that love holds its promise until I am with you to test it for sure. But why did you wait until now to be honest without you saying, why would I know? Without you saying, why would I know? Times when together to tell me I'm so far away, now you call me from home. I shouldn't have gone, but no reason to stop me. Came from your heart, why wouldn't I go? So now that you've opened your heart and you've chosen to tell me what's on your mind, we can't share the moment, but baby, I know that it's just a matter of time. Why would I know that you've always loved me? Now that I do, I've just gotta let go of wondering why the truth was kept from me without you saying, why would I know? Without you saying, why would I know? Without you saying, why would I know?
Today on the show, I have a young lady, Hannah Layton-Turner, or Hannah's Yard. We just heard a brand new single called Why Would I Know? In fact, it's not out till the 4th of March, so you're getting to hear it before it's released. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning.
Explain to me your name and the name of the band or the name of the artist or whatever it is.
Okay, well, basically, I'm part of a collective called Hannah's Yard, and what we like to think of it is of a collective of people who love to do what they do. So I'm the singer, and I'm the lucky one who gets to be at the front and speak to people like you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the musicians, producers, and songwriters. So it's a really great group of people when we all do what we're best at.
Okay, I was wondering where it was going then, because I thought I like to sleep and I like to drink. So could I join the collective? No, I was joking. I wasn't quite sure where it was. So you don't need a guy who likes to sleep and drink. No, that's all right. We won't go there. Some would say you probably already got some, but we won't go into that one. So this record is a brand new single, and it's from your new album, which is coming out later in the year, called Beginnings, which I assume is your first album, hence the title.
Yes, it is our first album, and it's a big range of songs, lots of mixture of different genres. because I live in Oni, Amazing Grace is written in Oni, I'm not sure why. And so we did a cover of that, so that's on there too. We thought that would be like a great idea and hopefully get some interest. As well as a song which I recorded the vocals to when I was 15 called Make Your Mind Up, which is kind of the reason why I got the opportunity to record the whole album, and it was the time when I met the guys for the first time. Yeah, so it's a great mixture, and I can't wait for it to come out.
Well, when it's out, I will play some more of the tracks. I only got 3 tracks so far to play, so we played the single. We'll play a couple more when we say goodbye. But when the album comes out, if you send me a copy, I will play a couple more tracks.
Thank you very much.
To it. But the story I've got is you. The reason you got into the music business is to do a song for your granddad's funeral.
Yes, that's right.
So
I first came to the studio in my hometown when I was 14 years old. I was just going to record a quick session of Angel by Sarah McLachlan. And it was for my granddad's funeral, and I didn't feel like I could sing it live on the day, so we just played it instead. And that's when I first met Barnaby Pinney and James Reeder, who I work with. And ever since then, they just have kept asking me to come back, and I've absolutely loved it. And so that's when I recorded Make Your Mind Up, which is on the album. And then they gave me the opportunity to record an album with them, and I just jumped at that opportunity, and I decided not to go to university because of that. And yeah, it wasn't a tough decision for me at all. So yeah, it's been great.
So how long? I'm not going to ask you how old you are. I do know how old you are, but I'm not going to say. You're still very young. So when did you first get into the singing?
Yeah, well, I have always been in a musical family. Ever since I was tiny, everyone has been singing in my family, playing the piano or guitar. So it's something which I couldn't really get out of, but that's fine. I loved it, and I've always grown up singing. Like school talent shows, I've won a couple.
Have you?
And also did like my GCSE music. And so it's something which I've always grown up with, especially listening to people like Eva Cassidy and Kate Melua and things like that in my mum's car when I was young. I used to memorise all of the lyrics. And so I guess I kind of adapted my singing style to the way that they do, very understated and soft. And so yeah, that's how I kind of got really into music. I've just kind of been born into it, really.
Yeah? Are your mum and dad and the relatives are not famous musicians?
No.
Are they not? No.
No, but they're very into their music.
Well, I love my music, but I'm afraid I can't sing. I had a great voice when I was young, or so I was told. I was about 12, 13. I was in a school play with none other than Kim Wilde and Ricky Wilde. And now I cannot sing a note in tune. It's awful.
No.
It's my voice broken out. Need to have it fixed. Anybody who knows me, they pray I never sing. So it's great. But I mean, you were sort of discovered, or you were put to at sort of the forefront recently on BBC Three Counties Radio.
Yes, I was very lucky.
It's a fabulous show, isn't it?
Pardon? Sorry?
It's a fabulous show they do.
Oh, yeah, it's so great. And we got to go on the breakfast show with Justin Dealey a couple of times. And they were very lucky. They chose for our single Word I Know to be track of the week.
Wow.
They got that played every day. And on the last day, we went in for a live session to do the single, another song. And then also they asked for us to go back on Christmas Eve to sing some Christmas covers, which was great too, yeah.
Oh, I think I heard you actually. I didn't realise that was you.
Oh, yeah, that was me.
I was in my kitchen at home. I have this kitchen at home, and I do a bit of cooking. That sort of anybody who listens to me think, oh, he can't be cooking. And I cook in there, and I have the radio on, and I'm afraid to say I sing along. Which is probably not good for the neighbours or anybody who lives near me. And I heard you. I didn't realise that was you.
Oh, yeah, that was me. Yeah, we did a few covers and tried to mix them up a bit, put our own twist on them. So, yes. So, glad you listened.
Yeah, I must admit, I do listen to I do listen to the local radio as well as present the show. On this station, I do listen to the other radio stations as well. There's so much great radio, and I think even though we might be, should we say, rivals, maybe you can put it in that. But you can never listen to too much music. You never stop learning what goes on in the radio and the music business and what's in the area. Because I love knowing I'm a nosy devil. I love to know what's going on in the area. I say on our show, I do gig news.
Okay.
You know, people who when they're performing live and promote that, and I encourage listeners to ring me or email me actually. And all the gigs are on locally, all the big gigs and the small gigs.
Oh, great.
And it's great. I really enjoy it, and I'm very fortunate. I get a chance to go and see a lot of these gigs and these shows, which I'm very, very fortunate. So,
oh, wow, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, who would you say is you probably mentioned it just now, your musical influences?
Yeah, I'd definitely say Eva Cassidy, just because of the fact that I grew up with her, really, in her music. But despite the fact that she did sadly pass away before I was born, I feel like really attached to her music, and I love all of her songs, know all the words. Yeah, so I'd definitely say Eva Cassidy and her soft and understated voice.
Because there's a show travelling around in the country at the moment. It's like I think it's called Over the Rainbow or something like that. And it's the story of Eva Cassidy.
Yeah.
That would be a great show for you to take part in, wouldn't it?
Amazing. I'd be so honoured to sing her song.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I listened to the album, and I'm a big fan of this lady, Eddie Reader.
Okay.
And I thought you sounded a little bit like Eddie Reader.
Oh, okay. I'll have to have a listen.
A Fairground Attraction. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes, yes.
And I thought you sound. I literally got this CD and I put it in my car when I was out driving. There's three tracks on the single, and I thought, oh, let's have a little listen to this. I do get sent some ones that don't last very long in the CD player. We'll say no more than that. And I loved this one, and I really enjoyed playing it.
Oh, thank you.
So, and that's who you reminded me of. Reminded me a little bit of Eddie Reader.
Oh, brilliant.
So I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't think it's right, because a lot of people pigeonhole people in certain genres, and I don't think that's the right thing to do. But
no, I think there's just so many genres on the album. I hope it's like there's a song for everyone.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, do you know what? It's funny. I got sent this CD, and I got sent a little bit of details about yourself, and it said you're from the hometown where Amazing Grace was written, and I didn't know it was local. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I know Olney from the old pancake race, and of course there is a couple of famous people who well, I don't know if they still live in Olney. I know Ian Poulter, the golfer, used to live in Olney.
Okay.
And Clem Curtis.
Yes.
He was on my 100th show. He lives locally. He lives in Olney. I think it's no big secret.
Yes, met him a few times.
And if you go to the Olney wine bar,
that's it.
He's in there gigging, and I think he's in his middle 70s. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in the music business.
Oh yeah, he is lovely. Yeah, I've met him a couple of times.
Have you sung with him? Has he let you sing with him?
I'm not sing with him.
Oh.
I mean, I've sung when a couple of times I got up and just sang a few songs in the wine bar, and
have you?
He was singing before and things.
I tell you what, anybody gets a chance to see Clem, joking aside, Clem is one of the great talents of the business. He plays on stage for about 2 hours, and I tell you what, he's middle 70s. I saw him a couple of years ago. I was exhausted watching him.
I know, he hasn't lost it at all.
Not at all. The voice is still there, which is more than can be said for some of us. And he's an amazing musician, and we're quite lucky with the talent. So this new single out on the 4th of March, and of course the album coming out later in the year, hopefully very soon. Where do you see yourself going? What would you like to do, say, or be doing in the next couple of years? 2 years down the line, Hannah's Yard, what would you like to be doing?
Okay, really just carrying on doing what we're doing, just being able to carry on singing, just because I've loved it. I love it so much, and it's always something I've wanted to do. So just being able to carry on singing and maybe have as many people as possible hear Hannah's Yard and what Hannah's Yard is about. That would be the aim, definitely. Yeah, many people to hear it.
And have you got much plans for 2016? I know we're early in 2016.
Yeah, we've got quite a few of radio interviews and live sessions planned. So you can see when all they are from our social media. On the website, you've got the old. Let me go through. Yeah, I've got it all here.
I've got it all here. It's the website's www.Hannah's Yard. Yeah. Twitter is Hannah's Yard HQ. Yeah. The Facebook is Hannah's Yard. The YouTube is Hannah's Yard HQ. So there's a bit of a theme there, Hannah's Yard or Hannah's Yard HQ. Put it all in and you'll find it. Is there any plans for any live gigs Anywhere we can come and see you?
At the moment, we've just been completely concentrating on making sure the album is completely perfect.
Okay.
But as soon as we get anything planned, just make sure you check on social media. We'll put up straight away.
Will you? Good stuff. Because I quite fancy coming and seeing you live, actually.